We just concluded session 2 of our CT talks, in which you heard from Bishop Christian Alstead and Bishop Sharon Zimmerman Rader, and even from a few students at Garrett. As you remember, Christian conferencing is really a means of grace, and we hope and pray that between now and General Conference, you will practice this means of grace every opportunity you get as delegates of General Conference, as well as members of the United Methodist Church. Now we will turn our attention to our next session on vital congregations. As you recall, our mission of the United Methodist Church is to make disciples of Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world. This comes in paragraph 120 in our Book of Discipline. What people often forget is the second sentence to this mission statement, which states, local churches provide the most significant arena through which disciple-making occurs. This, my friends, is where we hang the work of vital congregations. Vital congregations is part of our mission. It is who we are. It is the communities of faith in which we know people are coming to know Jesus by the power of the Holy Spirit. And so, we have been focusing our attention, our energy, and our resources towards increasing vital congregations across our connection. If you recall, in 2008, our agencies and our Episcopal leaders came together around 4 particular areas of missional focus. These areas of focus are really what local congregations are already doing in order to become healthy and vital in mission and ministry, striving to achieve our mission of making disciples for Jesus Christ. Over the next few weeks, you will be hearing from several of our bishops and our leaders about what work has already been done in increasing vital congregations across our connection. With that, let us now turn to Bishop Sally Dick and Thomas Kemper. Thomas Kemper serves as the General Secretary of the General Board of Global Ministries, and Bishop Sally Dick has been the chair of our Vital Congregations Collaboration Group, a joint endeavor between the Connectional Table and the Council of Bishops. You will also hear from the Manila Episcopal Area Bishop, Bishop Juan. Tell me, Bishop Dick, why are vital congregations important to the mission of the United Methodist Church?
Well, vital congregations are essential because it is the local church where disciples for Jesus Christ are made for the transformation of the world. So vital congregations, which have such things as passionate worship and discipleship-making systems and outreach and generosity, they're what help to equip the church to be in mission to the world. So it's important that our churches be vital.
Yeah, great. Do you have some examples of vital congregations even within your own conference?
Well, in Northern Illinois, we have many pockets of vital congregations, and in the urban, suburban, and the rural areas. I would say that often it's because the local church has really engaged their community. It might be in Chicago Public Schools, they have a program called Safe Havens. And Safe Haven is a church that is asked by the school system, given its location, to be open when the school is closed. And it's for safety. And I had one little kid in one of our Safe Havens this summer who didn't find out about it for a while. And they said, well, what would you have done if you hadn't found out about Safe Haven? And he goes, I would have been inside all summer. So it's for safety as well as for mentoring and tutoring and just a lot of nurturing. And those churches have found that that's revitalized them. That's made them a place that the people in the community care about. And frankly, the community sees that they care.
Awesome. So, Thomas, what are the 4 areas of focus and how are they linked to vital congregations?
Yeah, I mean, if this is for delegates to General Conference, everybody would know what the 4 areas of focus are, I hope. They are creating new places for new people and renew congregations. So I think that's the first area. The second is ministry with the poor, and not for the poor, but really to be engaged with the people around in our communities and with those on the margins of our society. The third is creating and forming principled Christian leaders so that people become transformers in the communities and in the areas where they live. And the fourth is global health. It started with fighting the diseases of poverty, but it's really about improving health globally in our congregations and in the communities where we live. So these are the 4 areas of focus, and they are linked to vital congregations because a congregation can't be vital if not necessarily they are active in all 4 areas of focus, but at least 1 or 2 every congregation should have some activity, some involvement, because in our Wesleyan DNA, I think the social holiness and the piety and prayer and the sacraments, all this comes together. We don't separate. I remember I was once asked, but when you talk about these 4 areas, isn't there one which is more important? And what is the most important for you? And I really had to say, no, if one is missing, then as a church, we don't get it right. And it doesn't mean that every one of us needs to be the church planter, and every one of us needs to fight killer diseases. But as a church, I think all 4 areas need to be present, and then we become vital and relevant as a United Methodist Church on a local or on the global level, I think.